another morning in the office. As you can see, they're all out here doing what pheasants do, prepared to die for foxes. These birds have been here for, I don't know, 2.5 weeks, something like that. So what we do is get them in. These are all over here free wings, so they are a little bit more jumpy and they will fly over a lot sooner. A lot of them have gone up to roost up in these oaks and pines through here. So they come down in the morning, they try and find a nice bit open to land on. And so first light, just as it's breaking light there, some of them will start coming down. And that's when you get the fox attacks basically. Or the other way is when they get spooked at night and then they'll flush out and land out on the grass and the fox will kill them out on the grass then as well. So David's here's filming the Marsden's bag, but surprisingly it's not full of food unfortunately. It's full of dead pheasants. He killed 50 along this belt here. They actually come out in the night time, they didn't come out in the morning, they killed them at night time. So yeah, that was pleasurable to turn up to in the morning. So each pen you come to and each area you come to, it's like a lottery. Fingers crossed that you're not going to see a lot of dead birds. On the one shoot, it's all spinner fed from the quad. They're in hoppers in the pens, then they get straight onto the quad bike. Spinner fed through the game crops, through the woods. We do whistle there a bit, but not quite as much. But here, it's a little bit more traditional way of feeding. We get them hoppers when they first come in the pens, get them feeding on the ground within a week, and whistle them, and basically try and hold them in this wood. It's quite a dark, cold wood, so you need the pheasants sort of like responding to food, and you feeding them twice a day. So come here first light and in the afternoon as well. And it's all about timings basically, same as any stock, the same time, same place every day, food and water, they will come and they will respond to you. And the whistle is obviously to pull them back across the fields when they're out and about, bring them back to the area where you want them. This is a grower. Yeah, grower, 3 mil grower. Because these birds are mid-August birds, I'll keep them on it for a little bit longer so they have a bit more protein. And that'll keep them going. Make them push their tails out and colour up a lot quicker rather than put them onto wheat too soon. So I've got I'll probably have another 4 weeks on this and then start mixing a bit of wheat in.
In your opinion, how long does it take for a pheasant to understand where home is?
Once you put them in release pens, it can take the first 3 days. It's like important to get them used to, you know, they got food and water and this is their area, and then they actually almost get used to that's their home. They got the roosting, nice bit of light to sunbathe in, food and water, and they actually understand that's, you know, that's a safe area. But if they get disturbance in the first few nights, fox or whatever else it is, then all they want to do is get out of this home. So that's what problem we have with this pen. They didn't establish, and I'm struggling now. You'll see that, you know, these birds are coming out in the mornings, in the afternoons they're coming out as well. That's what it's been like all the way through. So this is hard work, this pen, but we're getting there slowly. So basically, how you do it is you fill the hoppers to start with when they first go in the pen. First week, keep them on the hoppers, keep them all right, disease free. Once they're good, get some good weather, then you start putting a little bit on the floor. And then once they start taking a little bit off the floor, you lessen the hoppers, and then you work out what they take per feed, that they clear up, and they have enough, just about enough left, so they're hungry for the evening feed but not starving. So it's a balance again of feeding just the right amount. Because if they're too hungry, they come out of the pen, or they start pecking each other, or there's too many in the pen together and they start, you know, fighting and scraping, and then you get a problem with disease again. All this at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's great fun. Yeah, these birds are 10 days, week 10 days older than the other birds. They're like the next stage on, so pen gates left open. They're on the whistle well, they're feeding well, they know this is home. Food's on the floor all the time. Even if it's wet, the food will be on the floor because they'll clear it up really quickly. And they're basically out through the gate. We lift a section of the wire down this side here, so these birds will go out and start going in this grass, this open woodland area here. And then what we do is we feed them outside the pen, this front area, so they get on some fresh ground. And then back through the wood there, and eventually we feed them out through to the clearing, up a plantation, then out to the back fields. If you notice, they were here waiting, but they weren't all trying to get through the wire and get through the pen to you. Yeah, so these had a bit of wormer. Normally do it in the food, but we did it in the water because it's been so dry. And then they'll get another round in the food, probably, well, depending on the weather and what they're looking like. If they're starting to gape, sort of snick a little bit, we'll do a round in the food for 7 days. So these are behaving. These are the same as the first pen, but you can see they're still staying in the pen. They're full winged, so they come out in the daytime. They're roosting these trees, they land in here, they go and land out there in the morning, but they come back straight back in for food. Yeah, these have been pleasurable. And next pen's been difficult, but they're right now. But you see the difference in the pens, you know. These are interested in food, the other pen, just not quite, not feeling the love. So when they're in pens, we basically move the drinkers once or twice a day, depending on how messed up they get around the drinker. So basically got a nice clean area around here. You see where the drinkers have been before. You know, they do scratch at water, especially if there's, like, you know, there's not much water in there. They scratch at it and put their feet in there, step in a bit of feces or poo or shit, depending on the terminology you want to use. And yeah, and then basically put it into the drinking water. So we move them once or twice a day, depending on how dirty they are. Keep the husbandry going. But then once they get out the pens, you know, they're finding fresh water. We put other water spots right through the wood, all the way up to the main drive. And in the drive we'll have water spots through the wood as well. Young poult, you see his blue on his feathers here coming through, and he'll have a grey blue back. So basically when you have them clipped, these are their adult feathers. You see the blood feathers there? That's the adult feathers, but these ones, they'll lose. These are the juvenile feathers, 1, 2, 3, 4 there. So basically you just cut the juvenile feathers, which they'll lose anyway. So you wouldn't touch any of these adult feathers. Here.
Typical morning, Mr. Childerley?
Yeah, that's a typical morning, minus the delivery of partridges. So a bit later on the spinning, but yeah, that's just a roundup of a quick day-to-day morning, really, you know. And same again this afternoon, minus probably not so much dogging in. And try and get some jobs done between time, like getting ready for the shoot days and mowing covers and having dinner, having a sleep, and then prepare to go lamping or whatever else you've got to do. So yeah, all good fun.